tense situation unfolds in Gaza as the Red Cross steps in to retrieve the body of a deceased hostage. This development has sparked controversy and raised questions about the implementation of the recent ceasefire agreement. The story unveiled. Israel's military has announced that the Red Cross has taken possession of a coffin containing the remains of a hostage in the southern Gaza Strip. The coffin is now en route to the Israel Defense Forces, IDF. Within the territory, in a post on X, the IDF urged the public to exercise sensitivity and patience, emphasizing the need to await official identification, which will be prioritized for the families of the deceased. The IDF stressed that Hamas, in accordance with the Gaza ceasefire agreement, is obligated to return all deceased hostages. This latest development follows Hamas's earlier statement that it would hand over the body of an Israeli hostage on Friday. Hamas has already returned the bodies of 9 out of the 28 dead hostages in Gaza and has freed all 20 living hostages. However, there is growing anger in Israel over Hamas's failure to return all the bodies as per the ceasefire deal. While the U.S. has downplayed the suggestion that this constitutes a breach, the situation remains complex and sensitive. In its X posts on Friday, the IDF did not provide further details on the final destination of the hostage's coffin after its transfer by the Red Cross. According to the Times of Israel, a small ceremony led by a military rabbi will be held in Gaza, followed by the transfer of the remains to Tel Aviv for identification. Hamas has reaffirmed its commitment to the ceasefire, including its pledge to hand over all remaining corpses. The Palestinian group has accused Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of hindering their search efforts by not allowing heavy machinery and diggers into Gaza. Netanyahu, speaking at a memorial for victims of the Hamas-led attack on October 7, 2023, stated his determination to secure the return of all dead hostages still in Gaza. He emphasized that Israel would continue its fight against terrorism with full force. As part of the U.S. President Donald Trump brokered ceasefire deal, Israel released 250 Palestinian prisoners and 1,718 detainees from Gaza. Despite Hamas's claim that they were unable to retrieve all the bodies, 2 senior Trump advisors stated that preparations for the next phase of the ceasefire deal were ongoing. The advisors asserted that the U.S. government did not believe Hamas had broken the agreement, citing their good faith efforts in sharing information with interlocutors. While the full text of the agreement between Israel and Hamas remains undisclosed, a leaked version published in Israeli media suggests that not all bodies may be immediately accessible. The Israeli military launched its campaign in Gaza in response to the Hamas-led attack, which resulted in the deaths of approximately 1,200 people in southern Israel and the capture of 251 hostages. Since then, Israeli attacks in Gaza have claimed the lives of at least 67,967 people, according to the territory's Hamas-run health ministry. The UN considers these figures to be reliable. Controversy and comment hooks. Is Hamas's failure to return all bodies a breach of the ceasefire agreement? Should the U.S. government's interpretation of the agreement be questioned? How should the international community respond to this complex situation? Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. We encourage a respectful and insightful discussion.